Back on June 5th, Apple introduced HomePod, and immediately after the event, it started getting a lot of hate because of how expensive it was. And I think it's because it was being compared to the Amazon Echo and Google Home, which are similar but distinctly different products. And I want to explain those differences today. In the words of Steve Jobs, products are packages of emphasis. Some things are emphasized in a product and some things are not. And that is absolutely true here. Apple is clearly making sound quality the biggest selling point on HomePod, and that's because they sound great. Here are some initial impressions of HomePod. CNET said HomePod came off as bolder and more vivid than Sonos Play 3. Sonos Play 3 speakers cost $300. They're saying the HomePod sounded better than them. What Hi-Fi said HomePod sounded impressive. Strong bass rang out, but the vocals still seemed sharp and crisp. Engadget said, it's just a killer speaker. Now, you cannot find anyone saying these things about Amazon's Echo or Google Home. And that's because those products, like I said before, don't emphasize sound quality like HomePod does. And that's okay, but it needs to be made clear the purpose of each product. So what primary purpose does Amazon Echo serve? Well, it's an incredible home assistant. Both Alexa and Google Assistant beat Siri when it comes to voice commands because that's their focus and they do a great job at it. And that's why they cost much less than Apple's HomePod. HomePod is essentially well-designed, better-sounding Sonos Play 3 speakers with Siri. And like I said before, since Play 3 speakers are $300, it's not crazy to imagine that the HomePod would be priced $50 higher. And to Apple's credit, no one has actually been able to test HomePod's Siri voice command feature yet, so maybe it'll perform better than expected. And some have said, why not just buy the Echo Dot and connect it to high quality speakers? Sure, that's a great idea, and that's what many people have done and continue to do, and it works for them. But as usual, Apple is not targeting those consumers. They're targeting the everyday consumer who wants a completely simple, seamless, and straightforward product that requires minimal technical ability, and HomePod serves that purpose. I honestly believe this is another case of the AirPods, where the AirPods were announced, they were priced at $159. Everybody went crazy because they thought it was the most expensive pair of Bluetooth headphones in the world, when in reality it wasn't. It was actually cheaper than most high-end Bluetooth headphones. And people ended up loving it. It sold through the roof. They still are having production problems being able to meet the demand for AirPods. I think something similar might happen with the HomePod, where people will use the product, understand its value, understand how great it sounds, understand its purpose, and then the controversy over the price will slowly die off. But anyway, that's my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, like the video if you enjoyed it, and hit that subscribe button to see more Apple videos. Thanks for watching.